And so, ladies and gentlemen, with the strains of Getting Sentimental Over You, Tommy Dorsey and his orchestra bid you all a very pleasant good night, direct from the Princeton campus in a broadcast of the Summer Swing Festival. And listen to that applause.
Boy, did I screw up.
I thought I'd show you my screw up here. When I was using that oven cleaner, it flaked off the gold finish that was on here, if you remember that.
I wouldn't trust you to lick a postage stamp.
It was almost like a plastic film over it.
You full of shit.
So I took the whole thing off, and I'm going to put some clear over it.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Just a little bit.
That might work.
Now the other one.
You was crazy, Alfalfa.
This man is obviously a psychotic.
All right. Here's the can with the clear on it, and it dried, and I polished it a little bit, so it looks okay.
Stop whining.
Doesn't look like it did, but
It's not the same.
oh well. Now what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna put the can over here.
It's about time.
I notice this is gonna show here, and this needs to be painted here. There's just no paint. The paint that's there has been washed away, so I'm gonna go around there. While I'm at it,
Yeah.
I might as well put some silver around here.
Yeah.
Just in case this shows a little bit. So I'm going to be doing that. I put some of the chrome paint under here,
Now I want you to think and stop being a smart aleck. Can you try that for me?
and now I'm about to do the black over here. Now I sprayed some
Pain.
black paint in a cup,
What do you propose?
just a Dixie cup here. I'll take my brush. I'm just going to paint right here.
We need to get this business done quickly.
These are just small details that you could possibly forget about and then see it later. So now is the time to slow down and check everything. I wonder where I heard that from.
You didn't think you'd be doing this when you got up this morning, huh?
So I won't bore you with watching me paint. So I'll do most of it off camera. Alright. Here's another little detail that I saw. This brown plastic. I don't know if that's Bakelite or whatever. Anyway, it was covered with paint, so I just took the paint off it. Makes it look a little better, a little bit more detail like that stands out instead of it was just silver. Okay, I'm going to be ready to put in the can. Remember the can?
I can hardly wait.
A long time ago, we took that out and
For 15 minutes.
took all that tar out of it.
Yeah.
There's the can.
I like them shiny. I like them clean. I like it looking really spiffy.
That's gonna go here.
Hey, handsome.
I think this is dry enough so I can put the can in there. But before I put the can in there, I want to show you this.
A leather?
This is a handwritten letter.
That's amazing.
And I'm going to put a $1 bill in it.
Cheap bastard.
And I'll put it in this envelope.
Put that in an envelope.
And I'm going to put it in that can.
Whoa.
So whoever gets this radio in the future,
Cool.
they need to open that can up.
A win-win scenario.
They're going to know that it was worked on, and if YouTube still exists there,
Like surprises?
then they can take a look at it. Who knows how many years that's going to be in there. So it goes here. Seal it.
Are you crying?
I don't cry, I'm British.
It says, to the next owner of this radio.
And that's how she wrote.
What I think I'll do, I'll just fold it over.
Oh, man.
This is the most exciting thing I've seen since Halley's Comet collided with the moon.
Sort of like that.
I keep that note.
Pretty cool, huh? How'd you like to get a radio in about 50 years and start to work on it? And when you open that up, there's a little note in there, huh?
No, thanks.
A little bit of history there. See if I can get this can on without any problem.
Don't that bloke never stop? He said he was going to do it, and he's doing it now. It's so ridiculous.
Alright, looks like I'll just get the screws. And I'll put that sucker back in there, because it's been out of there too long. While taking a closer look at this, I noticed there's 2 wires here that's got some old friction tape.
My dear Watson, you astound me.
Coming out of the transformer.
Well, how can you trifle with such inconsequentialities?
And
He's downright odd.
one of the wires is going to the transformer, one's going into this harness somewhere. Because I think that was done at the factory. In fact, I'm pretty sure of it. So I'm going to leave that on there, except I'm going to put some heat shrink over it.
I'll take care of that.
I don't know. It might have something to do with the.
Yes?
There was
What?
supposed to be a jack that.
Huh?
A phono jack.
This is Jack Denny talking.
On the bezel.
Yes.
And this one doesn't have that, so that maybe it has something to do with that.
Just sit down, have a cup of tea.
Oops.
You clumsy bonehead.
That didn't work very well. Take 2 on the heat shrink.
See here, old man. You mustn't let yourself go like this.
I'll just stick that over there. This time we'll heat shrink it, and we won't get it too hot.
Oh, shut up, you mouse. By George, he's got it.
We'll leave it like that for posterity. That was actually in here, tucked away underneath this harness.
Move it a little bit to the right.
And so it's going to stay down there. See you later.
Adios.
Okay, it's too late tonight to be doing the alignment, but tomorrow morning we're going to align this sucker according to the instructions.
Why don't you go home and go to bed?
So I hope to see you there. Alright, it's time for the alignment, but before we do that, there's one little thing I forgot here.
What?
This piece,
Lummy.
this is a brace that goes right here.
I'd like to have one of these.
Almost forgot that, and in fact I misplaced it and I just found it last night.
They must bring you lots of luck.
So it would have been a shame to, I've forgotten to put that in there.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to do that now. And after I do that, the alignment. Alright, the instructions say...
Mamma mia, that's some spicy meatball.
Set the signal generator for a 1300 kc signal. And for the signal generator, I'm using the Heath kit. It's a model SG8. Got the signal generator on a 1300. And connect the high end of the signal generator to the antenna through a 200 picofarad. So it's connected here with the 200 and it's going into the antenna. And then connect the low side, which they means the grounds, to the ground terminal. Okay, I got that. It also says connect the meter to the voice coil, which I've got that done.
Thank you for using AT&T.
I'm looking at the meter to tune it to the highest level I can find.
Presenting the clapper.
Right about there.
Let your appliances turn on and off just by clapping.
And we have to adjust these 3 trimmers here. You can tell those are sensitive there.
Clap on, clap off.
Okay, this is all the way up now.
but who can concentrate with all that, noise?
Okay. Now it says adjust the third trimmer, and that's supposed to be across from the detector tube. And the detector tube is this one.
Looks like we've got one, but is it the one we want?
Because these other ones are RF tubes. So I'm going to adjust this one. Okay, I'm just going to adjust this first one.
No worries, mate.
See if I can get any boost out of it.
What are you trying to do?
Nothing in that direction.
I've listened to seashells that made better sense.
It's coming up a little bit. That comes.
You hear that, Watson?
Who's making that noise?
Please sit down and turn that thing off.
Stop that racket, you'll wake the baby.
I have this ringing in my ears.
Right about there.
Are we done here?
I'll do the next one so you can see it on the camera. Okay, I'm gonna try to do the second one.
Hold your hats, brother. Here we go again.
First I'll go clockwise, I lose it. Counterclockwise. See if you can see the needle move. Very barely.
It's constant struggle to escape boredom.
Let's try the third one.
Otherwise, I just bored the audience half to death.
You mean half the audience is still alive?
First I try clockwise, nothing. Just losing it.
Oh my God. No, please stop.
Counterclockwise. I can hear it getting louder.
Enough already, Ballstein!
You can't see shit.
But I can't really see anything on the...
I can't see.
Alright, I think that's about as good as I can get it. Okay,
Well, thank God that's over.
now comes the next step. That's a little bit trickier. Okay, now we're getting to the second part. You got to perform the neutralization of it.
Say what?
Now, they recommend you make a socket.
You're a smart boy. You don't believe that nonsense.
With these pins, but you leave one pin.
What?
Huh?
Not connected.
Do you think you could bear to repeat it for me?
And you have to do that. You have to do that for each tube.
Remarkable.
Now, I don't have that socket, and I'm not going to build it. It also says that you can use a heat shrink over one of the filament pins.
The what?
I'm going to do that. Now, here's the drawing. We're doing these adjustments here. And it says to do the third one first.
What?
And the third one is over by the detector tube. So I know where that is. So it's this one here, which is this here.
Bam! Slicker and snot.
So I'm going to take one of the
How's that?
the filament tubes. I'm going to take one of the pins and put some heat shrink over it.
You imbecile! You bloated idiot!
I get it in there. Ah, crap, it's too small.
I say there. Has something happened?
Okay, since the heat shrink thing
failed,
doesn't work with crap.
What a horse's ass.
Maybe I can try something else. Maybe I'll just bend these pins out so nothing touches it.
Oh, I wouldn't do that, Toronto.
It's probably easier.
I think that would be extraordinarily dangerous.
Very well, if that's how you want it.
Let's see what happens here.
Blimey, what's it mean?
So this will be a test one. We'll see if it works.
I hope it will be good.
Same thing. I gotta set the signal generator for 13.
Roger that, 13.
1300 kilocycles.
We confirm that, 13. Okay.
Easy as cake, huh? Pie. Easy as pie.
I'm hungry. I should get coffee. Coffee would help me think. Coffee and a muffin. Maybe banana nut. That's a good muffin.
Okay.
Everybody does it in America.
Well, not in England. It's strictly forbidden.
You gotta adjust it for the minimum signal. So
Just because our governments are behaving like asses doesn't mean that we have to. We're supposed to be scientists, not politicians.
I guess that's what neutralization means.
I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says. Like dumb. I'm smart, and I want respect.
Okay. Now the adjustment is right down in here.
And be careful.
Be careful.
That stupid thing. Well, the signal goes away when I stick the thing down in there.
What is he babbling about?
See if I turn it up a bit.
Let's do it.
May I make a small suggestion?
Come on, get out of the way.
The other night, I had a dream, and it was very real. There was well, it wasn't really a spaceship. It was more like a blimp or an orb of some kind. And then a bunch of weird creatures came out.
Don't really notice any difference at all.
Yes.
Let me turn it and remove it.
Yes, 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 of course.
Hey, watch where you're sticking that thing.
Well, I don't hear it.
Success.
So I've got to bend this back.
Come on, boss, give it a shot.
I want that back in the circuit. And I got to bend this one out. I don't like to do this, but
That's exactly what I didn't want.
I don't know how else to do that. I don't have a socket. As you can see here, that one pin is not touching anything. Okay, let's turn it on.
Good, yeah. On three. 1, 2, 3, go!
I don't know how the hell we're gonna do it.
Okay, so now we gotta adjust the middle one.
Come on, concentrate. Here we go. Concentrate.
I go the other way. Now. Guess not. Let's go the other way. Don't really feel any difference at all in this.
What I need is a couple of good stiff drinks.
Doesn't work at all.
My advice to you, start drinking heavily.
Maybe a little bit there. There we go. Back a little bit. Right there. Okay, we did that one. Now we got one more to do. I don't want to break these things.
Can't just go around doing whatever you feel like. You can't. There are rules in life.
And of course, this is in the way.
Dadgummit.
Oh man. Ever have one of those days?
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
They told me that you had gone totally insane. And that your methods were unsound.
I'm gonna put this back temporarily. I'll just shoot one screw on it.
Are my methods unsound?
Okay.
I don't see any method at all.
Put the Coke bottle in. I'll put the other one back in. Okay.
The light that burns twice as bright burns half as long.
No, go past this part. In fact, never play this again.
It's the most annoying sound in the world.
On a sadder note, Pizza the Hut, famed half-man, half-pizza, was found dead earlier today. Evidently, the notorious gangster became locked in his car and ate himself to death.
I am depressed.
Listen to me very, very carefully. You have no idea what you're doing.
We can't afford another screw-up. Make it good.
It's about the minimum that I can get it.
The only limits on what we can achieve are the limits we place on our hopes.
That's the station I'm always getting. Now there should be a Mexican station. Whoa.
Oh, shut up, will ya?
Should be a Mexican station up here.
She.
What's your name?
Shine.
Alright. Now I hadn't been able to get that before.
So.
Your sister?
She.
What's her name?
She.
Guys, am I going? There's that station again. That's right. I got the volume all the way down, and it's still full blast. Now coming down here, I hardly get any things at all. Wow, look at that.
What? What is it?
Never been able to get that loud before. Should be another one right next to it here.
Settle down, sweetheart. Settle down now.
Alright, now that's... I've never been able to get anything lower than that. Ever.
Hey! Hey, everybody! Looky out here!
Turn off that. Wow. That's a sports station.
This is fun.
Wow. Getting all sorts of stations now.
Just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I think something is happening.
I think that's the lowest station in the area. Oh, there's another one. This is the lowest station. It's like 620. Never been able to get that. It's coming in loud. Yeah, that's the last one. Okay, I was checking all the stations here. I can pick up 9 stations, whereas before I could only pick up 2. So I'm gonna consider that a success, I guess. Now, I don't know. We may have 1 or 2 more parts left. I gotta tie up some loose ends, and I'm gonna try to wax the cabinet real good. So I guess all in all, I'm pretty happy with it.
Radio swing worldwide, 90.